Hey, this is Sal from Rebuilder. We are stoked to come to Poozza Fest. The last Poozza Fest that we did, we had a show on Sunday in Boston with Red City Radio. So I think we played on Saturday, and on Sunday we drove back to Boston. So we left early in the morning, and after we get through the border in Vermont, probably about an hour or so in, we blow a tire. We blow a tire on the highway, and it wasn't like big, it was just kind of like, I felt it happen. We pulled over, and I called AAA, and AAA was like, yep, we'll send someone out like within like the next like half hour. So we're like, great, that's gonna be really quick, and we'll be on our way. And then they called back and we're like, so is the van full of gear? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, well, it's going to be really dangerous to use our lift on it, because I think our lift isn't regulated for that amount of weight. So we can't come help you. And I was like, well, we'll empty out the van so it's empty, it won't weigh them as much. And they're like, well, that's really dangerous to load out on the side of the road. But it's like, isn't it more dangerous to just leave us there? So I think we called a whole bunch of other shops locally in the area. It was Sunday, so everything's closed. I called back the one shop that's open that won't come. And I said to them, I was like, look, we actually have all the parts to lift the van. We're just missing like one. There was like one really weird part that we needed that we couldn't find. And we're like, we're gonna empty out the van. Can you please just come and like use the lift so that we can change the tire fast? And they were like, okay, like we'll let you know. And they just never called us back. So we didn't want to sit there all day. And obviously we needed to get back to Boston. We still had some ways to go. So what we did was we emptied out the van, put everything on the side of the road. There was no one around. It's like pretty rural Vermont. And through finding all like the bits and pieces of like repair stuff that we have in the van, we figured out how to lower down the tire and jack up the van, because it's a full spare underneath the van. So as we are changing out the tire, probably putting on the last bolts, a bear, like a baby bear, comes out of the woods, and just like we see it run like across the highway to like the other side of the woods. And we were like, wow, there's a bear, and there's probably like a mama bear somewhere quickly behind it, so we should probably get the hell out of here. So then we got back in the van, the tire held, and we made it to Boston. But never thought I'd see a baby bear come out of the woods. Hope that doesn't happen again at Poozza. So thanks a lot.